they are planning to sell billions of dollars of Bitcoin. In the short term, there's a hint in the market where I believe now I'm going to give you a big warning right here. Alright guys, welcome to a new video. If you are new here, make sure you subscribe and also hit the ring bell. As always, I have my black tee today in my black cup right here, also matching the outfit. And I have a second tee. I have a mint tea. So today is going to be a very good video. Also, get a drink, leave a like for the algorithm, and let's get started right away. First of all, let's address the big elephants in the room. We got two of them right now. Number one, we have empty GOX, and also actually the German government, the BKA, they are planning to sell billions of dollars of Bitcoin. Right now at the moment, empty GOX, they are holding $8.6 billion of Bitcoin, and the German government, the BKA, they are holding $2.8 billion. Now, empty GOX announced that they will sell in July. Now, of course, July is in a few days or potentially next week already, but this already has been mostly priced in. Both of these things have massively spooked the market, and this also is exactly what caused our massive breakdown on Bitcoin. Because every single time when big panic news come, the market most of the time is pricing it in already before anything happened. Actually, the BKA, they already sent thousands of Bitcoins to multiple exchanges preparing to sell. So for example, to Bitstamp, Kraken, Coinbase, those are all very big exchanges, and they are doing this every single day a little bit more. So in my opinion, these two things are not a risk in the moment because the majority of the fear is already priced in, and most likely those selling pressures will be in batches, not at once. And also potentially, empty GOX will not sell everything on the open market, but maybe they will sell some Bitcoins OTC, which means over the counter, which means they will not reflect on the open market order book. So in my opinion, there is nothing to worry about here. The really important thing right now is the liquidity. And we will have a dive into the liquidity heat map right here because we can clearly see where Bitcoin will go next. First of all, let's go over to our beautiful chart right here. Last, we had our breakout from our rising wedge. So now the biggest risk here is that we will see a retest from the opposite side on the trend line. Why? Because then we have two scenarios. Scenario number one, we will retest again this massive support box right here. Or potentially, if we don't hold the support box right here, we will go lower, potentially to $50,000 to $52,000. Why? We can see this, especially if we can put up the volume profile right here. We have a massive, huge minus distribution. This means that from here to here, no volume is traded, which means if we don't hold the support, if we don't get enough buyers coming in right here, the price can fall like a knife through this like butter. Also on the left side, we have multiple massive fair value gaps right here, and the market makers know this. That's why it is extremely dangerous if we come back again to this box right here. The great news, and I would love this, if we actually come down right here, we would see the exact same prices that we saw in February. My last birthday was on the 18th of February this year. I turned, let me just think, I think 28, right? Or 27. I think, let me just think. Actually 27. I just calculated in my head, so I was 27 right here, and we would see the same buying prices as back then. And I will most likely buy a lot more Bitcoin right here with any cash which I have left, and also I will open some new swing long positions. But like I said, right now we have to watch this level and make sure we get a bounce here. Now let's zoom in right now, because what I would love to see actually is that we liquidate all those shorts up here, and we also got some new longs right here opened just from the last day or so. The interesting thing is, if we liquidate all those longs, this would be a perfect retest of our order block right here, and this actually would be a very nice LSOB reversal. This is the most consistent pattern in the whole world, and if you want to learn it, you can watch this video right here. You can trade this actually on any coin and any time frame. But in this scenario, we would get the same setup on the 4-hour chart on Bitcoin. If we don't see rejection on the top side of the box, the risk is there that we come down from a lower low, but since the RSI was so oversold, this would also give us a very nice regular bullish divergence, where the price makes a lower low, but the RSI makes a higher low, and this would be a very nice reversal from up here. Short term, we have all those brand new premature longs right here, which got opened in this sideways accumulation area, and this actually is the exact same area where we would potentially get a bounce on the LSOB reversal. So with this, we would hit one bird with two stones. No, two birds with one stone, because we would liquidate the longs and get a new long entry for Bitcoin. Now, this is the only real big part below us on the long side. In the bigger picture, the majority of liquidity is laying actually above us, not below us. For that reason, sooner or later, we will liquidate all those shorts, and this would actually give us a very nice short squeeze, because as we've been going down, more and more shorts have been accumulated. So the longer we wait, the more juicy it will be on the upside, and the bigger the pump. The only risk is that we do not hold this support line right here, because like I said, from here to here, there is a big minus distribution, lots of fair value gaps, unfilled orders, and the price can plummet like a stone. And this would be very brutal, because let's imagine that you opened a long back in February, okay? Now we have almost July, and you will see your Bitcoin long liquidated, which you opened in the beginning of this year. This would be very brutal, but this would give us a very nice, juicy long entry. In the short term, there's a hint in the market why I believe that most likely we will actually liquidate all those new longs here, because in this sideways area, the funding rates went up way too fast. We are still in a very bearish market structure, and this means lots of greedy people opened new longs right here. We can see we've been down all the way here, and just in this small time, the funding rates exploded up. Why? Because when there are too many longs in the market, the exchanges increase the funding rate to balance out the longs and shorts, which means every 8 hours, the long traders get punished and they have to pay a funding fee to all the short traders. This means that all those new longs right here, which were very greedy, which open now more and more longs here, are very easy target, of course, for the market makers, and we are so close to this. So in my opinion, this is too easy target not to get. Now let's briefly cover the ETF inflows, okay? We got 3 baby inflows, okay? In my opinion, irrelevant. Don't worry about this, but sooner or later, this will pick up again, and then this will be very nice tailwind for the Bitcoin price to go higher and higher, and finally liquidate all those shorts up here. Let's cover our good friend Ethereum, because we had our beautiful bull flag here, which is a bullish pattern, of course. And as you guys know, we expect the S1 files to get approved very, very soon, which means all the Ethereum ETFs can actually start trading, and we most likely will have inflows, except, like I said, Grayscale, which has a lot of unrealized profits from early investors who invested in the trust. Now, this will be actually selling pressure. However, as the announcement comes, we will most likely see a high pump, and that's going to be very nice, because the majority of liquidity on Ethereum actually is above us, and this here is our bull price target. I mean, our bull flag target. Now, we did get our retest of our previous resistance, which now is support, and we liquidated all those longs right here, which we anticipated beforehand when the price was here. Now, the funny thing is, as we got the retest, and we got above the retest, new longs got opened, so now the exact same area is again a liquidation zone, okay? That's why I did not delete the dynamites. I actually added some new ones here, because new ones got added. This price action retest is actually very dodgy. Now we are on the 4-hour chart, and we can see this price action actually was not that clean at all. However, the best entry would be if we get a lower low right here, and then again a regular bullish divergence where the price makes a lower low, but the RSI makes a higher low. Plus trend line, this would be a very, very nice long entry, and I will most likely scale into a very big Ethereum long trade right here. All those longs here are at liquidation risk, and they lie just below this support zone right here. So in my opinion, for market makers, it will be an easy target to wick them out, get support here, and then bounce. Or like I said, best case scenario, even lower, and then we see a big, massive divergence. Now, I'm going to give you a big warning right here, because the Bitcoin dominance is still increasing, and we are in a massive uptrend. This simply means that Bitcoin is gaining in value compared to all the other altcoins. This means that an altcoin season is not in sight. We can't even get below the 21 EMA, okay? This means that Bitcoin is gaining so much, and especially when Bitcoin finally breaks above all those levels, we will have an explosion of the Bitcoin price, and all the altcoins will be even less in value compared to Bitcoin. Now, on Twitter and also on YouTube, you will most likely see so many meme coins and hype coins and altcoins. My suggestion is, do not get FOMO'd in them. I mean, don't have a fear of missing out, or don't be greedy, because most of the time in the long run, you will actually miss out. Especially if you're new in crypto, I suggest focus on Bitcoin, focus on Ethereum, buy them consistently, regularly. This will be way better in the long term, because most likely in the short term, you will lose money chasing all those pumps. And right now in the altcoin market, all the pumps are only very, very selective, not on a big scale with massive tailwind. So in my opinion, stick to Bitcoin, stick to Ethereum, and keep your hands off the altcoins, except if you want to gamble a little bit and take a small amount of your portfolio, then you can go into some altcoins and also hold them according to your setup. If you enjoy these quick Bitcoin update videos, smash a like for the algorithm, subscribe, hit the ring bell, and stay tuned, because tomorrow I have a very nice special video planned for all of you. Don't forget to drink your tea and to buy Bitcoin regularly. Thanks again for watching. I will see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.